Just bring you guys a quick post-fight thoughts video of the Chris Avila versus Dr. Mike fight. This fight was the first fight that they showed us on Showtime pay-per-view for the Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva event over in Arizona. This fight, I gotta say, big props to Dr. Mike. Props to him for stepping inside that ring and taking some real big punches from a professional fighter like Chris Avila, who has an MMA background and as well as some boxing background. So big props to Dr. Mike for actually stepping in there and going the distance against Chris Avila. Took some big shots round after round, and he ended up losing the fight with all three judges scoring it the same 40-36, all in favor of Chris Avila, giving every single round to Chris Avila, and rightfully so. Chris Avila won every single round, but still, you got to give props to Dr. Mike, who did not have to do this. Dr. Mike, at least it seems like he's living comfortably, have millions of followers on social media. He's a freaking doctor to begin with. Didn't have to step inside the ring, but he wanted to test himself against a boxer like Chris Avila, and he failed to win, but in a way, you still got to give him the respect for stepping in there. Avila was just too good. Out of all the people they chose for Dr. Mike, they chose somebody like Avila. It was the horrible matchmaking if you wanted, Dr. Mike to actually make, a scene in the sport of boxing. It wasn't the right opponent for his pro debut for Dr. Mike. So with this loss, Dr. Mike suffers his first loss. BoxRec has yet to update it. Let me refresh. Yeah, they haven't updated it yet. But yeah, first loss in his pro career. It's not the end of the world. I mean, Dr. Mike, I'm sure you have money. So if he wants to continue in boxing, he can. But it has to be against somebody not as experienced as Chris Avila, who had 2 pro fights going to this fight and also an MMA background. So yeah. What's next for Chris Avila? I mean, he called out pretty much anybody. He didn't want to say any names, but we'll probably see Chris Avila again in there against probably another YouTube boxer or another MMA fighter. So anyway, if you saw this fight, let me know what did you think about in the comments. Thanks for listening and watching, and like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.